What's up, YouTube? Happy Friday, CHF here, bringing you another episode of Coaching Handheld Football. And today in the news, we've got 6 new players available via these Frozen Flashback packs. We've got center Maurkice Pouncey. We've got whose stats, it's a center. Nothing too exciting, guys. I'm not a huge fan of centers. Then we've got Darrelle Revis at quarterback. Decent stats overall. Not super great, but also not super bad. Dwight Freeney at defensive end, who's actually pretty solid, 90 speed to start. He's probably going to train up pretty darn well. Deshaun Jackson, punt returner. If you've been watching my channel, I'm not a fan of special teams, guys, especially punt returner. This guy literally only plays in season mode, which is, in my mind, the most boring part of the game. Then we've got Adrian Peterson, who solid card as well. No complaints there, but I just don't need a halfback. I'll tell you why in a few minutes. And then Vernon Davis at tight end. This is actually a pretty solid card. If I was going to go for any of them, I would probably go for this Vernon Davis. Then we also have, still the Blitz the Elf pack. We've got the new showstopper, Todd Gurley, who gives +3 acceleration. Once again, solid card. There's just so many good options at halfback that I'm just not going to be going for him as a free-to-play guy. And then finally in the news today, we've got the Slim Jim promo. Make sure to do it, guys. Every day this thing comes up, it's going to level up that locker item, and you can get up to at max level, I think you get like an extra free 100 stamina a day, which is pretty darn solid for you grinders out there. So that's what's going on in the news, guys. And here is what I want to talk about today. So I went ahead and made a decision to buy an out-of-position player. And I picked up Tyron Smith, the Cowboys offensive lineman, who had an out-of-position running back card. And here is why, guys. I don't need to flip it around to show the stats, so we'll go ahead and leave him there. But, guys, here is why I picked this guy and immediately added him to the team, and I'll tell you why. But I think he is a great beastie card. As you can see, I've put a lot of training points into him. I fed Kyle Juszczyk to him and then put a little bit more in there. But this man is 6'5" and 312 pounds. There is no running back in the game with that kind of size. And size is one thing that you cannot train. I think you guys have seen it with the bombs to Mike Evans, where I normally don't throw bombs, but his height is such a mismatch before the addition of Mike Evans' cornerback edition, that height is just something that you really can't plan for, because there's nothing that can offset that. There's not a stat that is going to make a short guy better than a tall guy. So to have a 6'5", 300+ pound running back who has stats like these, I mean, at the level I've got him trained up, 97 speed, 93 agility, 97 acceleration, high awareness, 91 catch, 104 trucking. It's just a beastie card, guys. Just a beastie card. I was a little hesitant. I threw him in at fullback, and his blocking stats are mediocre. I was kind of joking about it on Instagram, that an offensive lineman only has low 80 run block and high 70 pass block. Like, dude, you're an offensive lineman. How do you have bad run block stats and pass block stats when you are one of the best offensive linemen in the NFL today? But hey, I guess they wouldn't want to make him too overpowered, since he is such a good halfback. But in the spirit of this one, guys, I decided to do a self-imposed challenge on myself today in the drives. We are only going to let the ball be moved forward by Tyron Smith. So either every single play, on every single drive, Tyron Smith is either going to be running the ball or the only eligible receiver that I am allowed to throw the ball to, which is a little bit more challenging than it sounds, especially when you can get into some pretty awkward situations where there is not a great route to the running back. But I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go check out the film.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and kick off the drives. We're going up against Salty Legends, ranked number 179 in the world, and I am going up against Matt Man, this 98 overall defense. And let's go ahead and kick this thing off. And going to do something special. It's kind of a spur-of-the-moment challenge. I talked about it in the intro and showed off the player that we're going to feature, but today we are going to attempt to challenge only letting our new thick and juicy halfback Tyron Smith touch the ball. So we will be doing just run plays and passes to the running back. And that's it. Now the fullback, nobody else. So we're going to start it off with a run. We're going to start it off with weak eye double counter. I'm actually going to run it not flipped because I want my pulling guard to go. I do tend to like this play better flipped. But he does seem to be falling forward. Brings up a 2nd and 4. We're going to start run heavy and then eventually bring in some passing. We're going to go with trips tight end halfback counter. Looks like we're up against nickel. So we're just going to follow Zach Martin if he jumps out in front and gives us a good block. And we break 2 tackles and we are up to about the 45-yard line. We will just continue with runs, just show off his running. We're going to go halfback dive weak here where we get blown up. It was counter formation, so it's 2nd and 10. We are going to go with another run here. We're going to go bunch halfback dive. We've got dime formation here, so we're either going to go right up the middle or possibly break it to the left. And we break it to the left, and he didn't even truck, just broke a tackle just because he's so big. I mean, this guy's over 310 pounds, so definitely a big body. We're going to go with a strong eye halfback blast here. Where we get a truck, jump over a guy, and keep moving down the field. Let's see what other plays we can show off here. Let's just keep using different plays. We're going to go weak eye halfback gut. It's just an inside run, but sometimes you bounce it to the outside. And man, he is absolutely a trucking machine without a doubt. Kind of running out of run plays as far as useful ones go. So you know what? Let's go trips halfback stretch. This is potentially countered since we're up against this dime formation. And yep, we get blown up on that one. Let's take a look at the rotation real quick. I feel like it's been a while. We can probably repeat some plays. Yep, we're going to go right back to trips tight end halfback counter. And potentially countered here. Yep, hit a 14% counter there. So we're only going to go to Tyron Smith. Here, I am going to go with a halfback angle, and we are going to try and hit him on the angle route. I don't like that I'm having to laser focus in on one guy, but we do. This is where it's going to get slightly challenging as far as a run play that's going to get me, or a play to the running back that is going to get me 8 yards. Really no good run plays or no good play action plays that'll fit the bill here. This is not a fun place to be with this challenge. I definitely want to break the challenge, but since I said I was going to do it, I am going to do it. Let's see, we are on the left hash. It's risky. I'm going to go bunch flanker drive here, and we are going to attempt to hit Tyron Smith, where he catches it, and we are up for a first down. Good save there. And we are going to go with strong eye halfback toss here at the goal line. It is counter formation since we don't have goal line. So we're just going to treat it like a 2-point play. Hope we get our blocks, which we do, and we are in for the touchdown. So since we're featuring Tyron Smith, we're going to use toss. Hopefully it does not get blown up on us. It has been getting blown up a lot lately, but first drive looks solid. Mostly runs. We did throw a few passes in there. But one of the things I want to show off about him, what makes Tyron Smith such a good addition to the team, at least in theory, is the fact that he is 6'5". So lately I've been doing a bunch of streak plays. I normally don't do that, normally preach down in distance management, but I've kind of been just testing something in LVL regarding the height of a player and basically isolating a really tall player like Mike Evans against a defensive back that's just not as tall. And if you get them one-on-one, it's really a little bit lower risk than one would think, just because of the height differential. So to have a 6'5" running back is going to get me to show off a play that I personally don't like normally. Trips tight end slot attack. It's basically a streak to the running back. So it's basically just going to be a bomb to this 6'5", 300-pound man. So we basically get him one-on-one. Oh my gosh. And I fat finger it. So I'm glad that he did not catch that. I'm going to go back to a run here. We're going to go trips tight end halfback counter. We will try that again later on. And we get blown up there. 3rd and 13. Only going to the running back is going to be not fun. But you know what? We're going to try another bomb play. We're going to go empty trips comeback. The reason I'm calling this play, Tyron Smith, you'll see, is going on a streak route. And what ends up happening is he's going to get one-on-one isolation against a safety. So against Ronnie Lott. Most of the time, people put their taller safety, like a Gronk, over in the strong safety spot. So here we go. One-on-one. We're just going to lob it up. And he can't come down with it. Played the tip drill. 4th and 13. We are on the right hash. Not a fun place to be once again. Let's see. Knowing that we're only going to be able to go to the running back significantly limits what I can do here. So I have a feeling the best call is just going to be bunch flanker drive again. Oh, come on, Tyron. Come on, Tyron. Oh, had it. Dropped it. That was annoying. Hey, it is what it is. It's going to happen. You know, I used to beat myself up a lot more over the drops, but there's really not much you can do, especially when you get a green catch bar. I mean, I guess you could say you could, spend a bunch of money and get a super expensive running back or receiver. But, I mean, there's guys with 116, 117 overall teams that are dealing with the same frustratingly annoying drops that I am with my 96 offense. So we're going to start this one off safe, get back to down and distance management. We're going to weak eye double counter, taking it to the left, potentially countered here. Yep, that's countered, 14%. Going to stick with the run, trips tight end halfback counter. And we get a big first down. Let's go ahead and try our trips tight end slot attack one more time here. See if we can get isolation one-on-one and throw it to a 300-pound fat man one-on-one with a deep bomb. And there it is. What a catch. What a catch. I guess it doesn't really matter. The reason I was checking there is if we were in the 6-yard line, which we are just outside of it, we'd get goal line. So I should not get goal line coverage here. So I'm actually going to go with a run play bunch halfback dive where we're going to get dime formation. And hopefully we'll find a hole and we get kind of blown up there. 2nd and goal. Toss was 100% countered. Let's go with... Can't throw it to the fullback because the fullback is not Tyron Smith. So we are going to go with, let's go empty shallow cross here. So on empty shallow cross here, guys, we're up against this 4-3 zone coverage. And I'm going to look to hit Tyron Smith on that drag route and hope he can get some separation. Hit him late, and we are in for the touchdown. We're going to flip strong eye halfback toss once again. It is countered. So we're going to wait for that middle linebacker to come to the line of scrimmage. Hopefully he'll come up. Come on, Ray. Move to the line. You know you want to move. There you go. Thank you. And we truck our way in. 4:16 on the day. An annoying dropped ball. Should have been able to keep that drive going, but hey, that's Madden Mobile 2018. But those are the drives today, guys.
If you like what I did here in this video or what I'm trying to do on the channel, go ahead and hit that like button. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hang out with me for a week or two. Track your scores. I promise they will go up if you implement not only the plays, but the play calling philosophy that I preach every day. And if you want to see what I drop, when I drop it, go ahead and hit that bell icon to join the notification squad. Also, guys, Let me know what you think of this whole focus on a single player for the entire game concept that I kind of came up with today. Let me know if there's other things that you would want to see. I love you guys. I hope to see you tomorrow. CHF out.